Hey everyone, Precito here. So as you know, the Stamp and SRC20 ecosystem is buzzing at the moment, with the transfers finally going live and some OTC sales happening. And there's some cool SRC721 collections which are coming out, and it's just looking really pro for stamps in general. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about some of the latest updates with everything and my thoughts on stamps and SRC20s going forward. So first thing I want to cover is Mike in Space. He is UTXO Bots SRC721 collection of Bitcoin stamps. So what I want to talk about is how to get into it. I have seen a lot of people asking questions on how to mint it and how it works and so on. It took me a little bit to understand it, but it's actually really straightforward. So you'll want to go to this website, and keep in mind you had to buy one of the whitelist tokens. If you don't have that, you can't take part in this. So that's actually a cool method that he's using by doing that, because if you have that whitelist token, you're guaranteed to get in and mint, and you don't have to worry about any first come first serve or anything like that. So if you have that whitelist token in your free wallet, as he mentioned, you should be using free wallet. It's definitely the one to use for this. Then it's really simple. You'll have to go to this page on free wallet. You have your whitelist token. So it doesn't show for me, but you'll put your Bitcoin address in here. It'll pick up your free wallet and that you have that whitelist token. Then what you'll have to do is you'll mint SRC721. It'll pop up here saying open in free wallet. It'll tell you approximately how much the transaction will cost. Then in free wallet, you'll see the pop-up. Simply click sign transaction and broadcast transaction. Then you'll have to wait a bit for that. And then once that is done, here it will highlight burn whitelist stamp. Then you click on that, do the same thing where you sign and broadcast. And keep in mind, a lot of people mention that they would click on it, but nothing happens. And it just shows the loading screen. But you can just refresh the page. That's what I did, and it worked. After a while, you just refresh the page, click on it again, and it'll pop up open in free wallet, and you repeat the process and done. Then you can see it'll show here your UTXO bots. As you can see, I've got the 3 here, and it shows this in your free wallet as well. Keep in mind, it's a counterparty asset on the free wallet. There you won't see the preview, but because it doesn't show for SRC721 at the moment, but here you will see it. You can see my ones. Unfortunately, I don't have any Kevin face ones. I believe you have a 10% chance to get one that has a Kevin face, and sadly I didn't get. I'm not too lucky, so I just got these ones, but I'm quite happy with them. They look quite pro. Sats don't exist, stamps are fake, and SRC20 spam, so those are quite pro to have. And yeah, that's how you will mint them if you have that whitelist token. So this is going to be really interesting since it's the stamp creators collection, so that's going to be cool to see and to have. And as I said, there's going to be approximately 10% of them which have that face of Kevin, which you can see here. So I'm really jelly of the people that have that one. So next up, some unfortunate news in the SRC20 community is the Stamp Club founder actually rugged. And that's really not pro, and it really takes away the spotlight from the awesome people in the community, like the devs, the community devs that have been working so hard on the wallet, all the people doing such amazing work, and this person has to come and ruin it just to rug under $10,000. I mean, it's still a lot for the person that lost that, sadly, but it's still it's really just stupid, and what a loser to do that, honestly. But let's not let that take away the spotlight from the pro people in the community. And it's a reminder not to really trust unofficial groups. So even though that Stamp Club was around since the beginning, they're around 2 months posting all the time, all to just run away with 10k after 2 months of work. So it didn't really make sense to anyone, and it was very unexpected. But these things can happen, so it's best to be prepared for this. If you are looking to OTC, which actually I wouldn't even recommend anymore, there is one channel, which I'll leave the Discord link in the description. It's a Kevin Discord, and the guy that's running that's very well trusted in the community. But obviously, even with that, proceed with caution. But he has a lot of vouchers, and he is well known, so it is pretty much safe. But I do recommend everyone wait for the actual marketplace that is going to come out hopefully soon. There's some more info on that later in the video, but that's what I'm personally doing. I'm just waiting for the marketplace to go live. I'm not interested to do any OTC or anything like that. Talking about the SRC20 marketplace, arrival is expected quite soon, actually. As you can see by this post, you can see OpenStamp are saying hopefully within a week, although it might be a bit longer. So this is actually quicker than people expected, and that's super exciting. Finally, once the marketplace is out, then we'll actually see what's what in terms of prices and what everything is worth, especially not Kevin and Stamp, since that we kind of know. For example, like Bobo Pizza, Sato, all those type of tokens, which at the moment we don't have much information on. So here's also my tweet on that SRC20 marketplace. And I say, imagine paper handing your SRC20s for OTC for cheap, which I see a lot of people are doing. And I mean, I feel like they might regret that. Who knows though, it's hard to predict. But people that sold Audi OTC for really cheap definitely regretted that, as it went from 7 cents in the OTCs to $25 or something. So I'm sure the same could happen for Kevin. Obviously, I'm not predicting anything, but the hype is definitely there and people are all waiting for that marketplace. And as expected, people weren't too willing to use OTC services since it is always a bit dodgy, and it's just better to use a trusted marketplace. Keep in mind also for OpenStamp's marketplace, as you can see here, it's going to be on their website, of course, but they do have some other SRC20 features which have been working really well recently. But obviously, be careful as well. Personally, I'm going to wait a bit, and once they launch and see. They also mentioned that they're going to release some more information on increasing their transparency to make people trust them more. I think that's always important, and I don't know if there's much info on the team, but I'll definitely like to see more before I utilize the marketplace. And I'm sure a lot of people are in the same boat, that they're waiting to hear more from them, and I'm sure they will release it. I mean, you can see their Twitter here, and I think they mentioned on Twitter or on Telegram that they will be giving out some more information on being more trustworthy and so on. So also with regards to the OTC channel, you can see here vouchers for Sly Bitcoin on that Discord, Kevin Discord, if you want to do OTC with him. Then let's talk quickly about OTC prices at the moment. So Stamp and Kevin are what have been selling. There hasn't been much outselling, and also with Stamp and Kevin there haven't been that many sales, so it's pretty hard to tell from these OTCs sort of a floor price or anything like that. But what we have seen for Stamp is sales at around 0.017 Bitcoin. That's the rough sales around that price that we've seen. And for Kevin, we've seen sales at around 0.07 and 0.1. So that is around 1 Ethereum if you put it around 0.07 Bitcoin for a Kevin. So it's almost about $2,000, you could say, between 1.5 and 2K per Kevin, which is quite decent, but it's still a lot lower than the wrapped Kevin, which we saw it went up to 0.7 Bitcoin. But keep in mind, naturally, this is very normal for when tokens like this launch. For example, Audi had exactly the same launch where it started really, really low. And as marketplaces and adoption came in, the prices really skyrocketed. So hopefully the same will play out for SRC20s. Obviously, the main benefit, non-prunable. People really like that about it. It's going to stay there forever. So I think it will have a run at some point, and I'm really excited for that. So that covers the OTC prices. So that wraps up my SRC20 and Stamps update for today. Hopefully you found the video informative. If you did, I appreciate it if you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Twitter and on Telegram, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.